Be careful. The further in time you get, the more likely you are to become lost.
All life shall cease.
High or low, doesn't matter. This is the path.
Any misguided adventurer can ransack a temple and claim they're an archaeologist. But the Pathfinders hold themselves to a much higher standard, ensuring their discoveries are documented, hidden to discourage looting, and minimizing damage. Attaining the skills necessary is difficult, with most Pathfinders undergoing 3 or more years of training at the Grand Lodge in Absalom. Only after demonstrating their mastery do these initiates achieve full agent status. Join GMMacleods and the Rules God as they guide the players and special guest star player Maclain Nelson through tonight's adventure. Find truth in the path.
Wow, I love that so much.
So awesome.
She's so great.
Always great. Always great.
Just gives me chills. What's up with that? She's so good at that. Why is she doing that professionally?
I don't know.
Isn't she doing it professionally now?
Yeah, we're paying her, right? Brett, right?
Are we? Gosh, yeah, of course, yeah. Lots.
That's right. Loaded dice rollers isn't for the drunkenness, it's for the money. We're just loaded. We got lots of money.
It's for the beer.
Yeah. That's why
Very
we
good.
do it.
It's not that we're drilling out dice and putting lead on one side so it falters to that number, right?
No.
It's because we got lots of money. Oh my God, we're joined by Maclain again.
Hey,
yes. Maclain Nelson. Here it is.
Captain. In a formal setting, the captain.
Yes.
Right. He proved in D&D Theater of Mind you can take it to places no one ever thought.
Exactly.
Oh, he's just begun. Wait for this episode.
But this is amazing. Everybody has stood by for a week. They were just, that last episode ended so abruptly, and you were in the face of danger. Somebody want to recap the last episode?
It's a rough week.
We had a giant cockatoo after us at the end. But
well, come on. What happened at the beginning? You guys were at the Absalom Pathfinder Lodge to get your confirmation.
Right.
And the Grandmaster said, hey, you guys are all good except for Ren.
Ren didn't achieve success, and so we were sent with a captain.
He sent you on a mission to document what?
The captain.
Captain.
That's the thing that I've been asking Master Arden the whole time. What are we, and it's a shipwreck, I guess, what we're, supposed to be documenting, but the captain's very odd. He's been hitting on Luna a little bit.
He's just pretty. He's not odd.
He's very pretty.
He's fine.
He's handsome.
I haven't connected with him yet, but he's,
I don't know that's.
He likes octopus.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you've tried. I think in all fairness, I think he's the one getting hit on. Really? Right? I wouldn't say he's the aggressive one in that situation.
That's true.
So we're cruising through the ocean. We find the shipwreck, and the captain says, "Hey, let's go right for it." Hey, that's
directly to the rocks.
And he did an amazing job.
He's got balls.
He did an amazing job of navigating the rocks. The rocks didn't take the ship out.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood.
Right.
R.I.P. Blue Steel. R.I.P.
So we were on 2 lifeboats with about 7 or 8 members, and then we get to shore, and suddenly a turtle dragon attacks the ship.
I think it was just rocks with a mouth. Rocks with a mouth.
It just crushed the hell out of the ship. So we are basically shipwrecked here, and now we have a creature coming towards us. Jonathan, you're the nature boy. What is that thing coming towards us?
An angry chicken.
Chicken vulture.
It's like El Pollo Loco at happy hour.
Is that a dance? Can you do the angry? I think Arden did a pretty good job of recognizing it's definitely a threat. He can't put his finger on exactly what it is until it gets a little bit closer, but he did tell the kids to scatter because no one wants to be beak to beak with the sucker.
And he looks kind of like a vulture, and he has this bizarre screech. It sounds really sick, chicken, as you would describe it. And we rolled initiative right before this, And Brett, you have it on your Astral. We play on Astral. Thanks to McLeod Ale. Thank you, Emerald Knights, for being an awesome game shop. Thank you, Donna Ricci and those guys over at Geeky Tees for not only being cool at playing games, but also being a cat rescue and fostering place. Like, you guys are awesome.
That's amazing.
Speaking of cat
Thank
rescues,
you, Geeky Tees.
Oh, we got a cat rescue.
Speaking of cat rescues, no, my cat must have died in the ship because my to my cat.
I forgot about that.
Wow, thanks, Maclain, for being a bummer.
He sent Ren to go get the cat, so
Ren?
now there's going to be this thing now with me and the captain. I have a feeling.
Wonder why we didn't connect, Ren.
How you doing?
I wonder. Yes.
So yeah, Ren takes off to the ocean.
Leaving Richmond. We got to mention Leaving Richmond.
That's right. And Leaving Richmond is giving us a theme song. Even though we're in the 6th episode.
Yeah,
I guarantee by the 7th episode, we have a theme song by Leaving Richmond again. And we love that guy.
It's coming.
Maclain, you probably haven't heard of Leaving Richmond, but he has scored like a lot of TV and film stuff. He's freaking phenomenal. Like I just love to put it on and like do graphic. I'll do my maps or whatever.
Love it.
And we're joined by Maclain. Tell us what you're up to.
Hey guys, glad to be here. I've been, directing a lot of movies, indie movies, and actually a TV show called Show Offs.
God,
You
so
guys-
good.
So
It's a
funny.
completely
Such an
improvised.
awesome show.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. It's completely improvised TV show where we improvise a different genre every episode.
Dude, you have 3 seasons and 33 episodes. That's a lot.
Honestly, it's out of all the movies I've done, it's the most just pure joy because we're just playing with our friends, and then we had some like celebrity guests, like Will Forte came out, Joe and Murr from Practical Jokers came out.
Can't get better than that.
My childhood crush, Leah Thompson, came out and did
Nice.
Oh,
Leah
Nice.
Thompson. We love Leah.
John Rhys Davies, and let's see who else. A couple guys from High School Musical for the younger crowd.
Where do people get that?
If you can stream it for free, if you have any like smart TV or like Apple TV or Roku or whatever, you can get the BYU TV app.
I've only seen a few episodes, but I have actually watched a few, and you guys are just freaking talented, man.
Thanks so much. Well, we've been playing together for about 20 years, and then
That shows, yeah.
we've been doing live shows. We used to call ourselves the Thrillionaires, and then we adapted it for TV. Yeah. So,
You got great chemistry. Great chemistry.
And then you played D&D with you played Pathfinder with the Loaded Dice Rollers, and somehow you guys just ended up playing Pathfinder from there up.
Exactly.
No, this is legitimately a really fun game. So, but you also have movies. What's going on in the movies?
Yeah, so I've done a lot of fantasy movies. Probably my most popular one is Dudes and Dragons.
Our favorite. Let's say it again. Dudes
and
Dudes and
Dragons.
Yes.
It's kind of like my homage to like the 80s fantasy movies. Like I grew up watching Willow and Princess Bride. So it's kind of like Princess Bride and Willow meets Lord of the Rings.
Well, your outfit is definitely like reminiscent of Beastmaster and He-Man.
Oh, absolutely. That's kind of the whole point.
Master He-Man. Do we have a cold open for this, or are we doing it?
This was the cold open.
We're doing it live.
Done.
This is it. You're living it right now, buddy.
We're back into the game, just like that. And Brett, can you please zoom in on their enemy? If you're watching this, you get to see a cockatrice.
Wait, this is our enemy. It's not our friend. Wait, that's new.
Well, he's flying. He's like 20 feet off the ground, which means you guys are gonna have to range shoot him. And he looks completely insane. It's like a chicken combined with a vulture, a little big, and his voice is just nuts. And your crow is also 30 feet up in the air, right? That's how we left it. This DM likes to kill familiars, so
I know.
Maclain now knows.
This DM likes to kill familiars. Love it.
Well, at least he goes on his turn, so it doesn't hog up like somebody else.
no.
I'm feeling the danger. I'm feeling the danger. And Brett, who is first on that chart there?
Yeah, it's on. I think everyone can see the chart. Can you guys see the initial chart?
No, there's no shocker that Arden is first.
Okay, good. So yeah, Arden, then me,
Go on.
then
I'm here to help.
Monster, then
here to
Aiden,
help.
then Captain, then
You were
Ren,
first to
and-
die.
Oh, we turned on the tension music, Maclain. This is different than last episode. We're actually getting an encounter. I feel the music is. So what do you do, Arden? Do you run?
Well, this is cool. No, absolutely not. I stand my ground and protect the children.
Okay.
So now we get to see some of the cool ranger stuff in Pathfinder 2e, because it is about action economy.
And what level are you?
So this is the first time I'm outing myself here.
Yep.
Do we want to do that?
Sure.
All right. So since we're getting into it, the reason that I'm going first and have a plus 17 perception is because Arden's level 7 right now.
Holy smokes.
So, and Arden's
You're
here
kind
to
of like
take care
their
of all of
father
you.
figure. Yeah,
That's right.
you are the one in charge of these 3 young Pathfinders looking for confirmation. And
As
by the
your
way,
guardian, I got to guard you. The word guard is in guardian. So
tonight you will celebrate their 16th birthday on this beach. Maybe.
maybe.
I was hoping it was 18. I was hoping it was 18.
Future's not written. So.
And the captain's pretty high level too, but it's your turn. So let's hear what you're doing. What's
All
going
right, so
on?
first action of my 3-round action economy is I have to hunt this prey. So I declare that the Cockatrice is my hunt.
Is that an
right.
action? That's one action.
That's one action right there, but then it
Okay.
triggers all sorts of cool rangery stuff.
Ooh.
So, but the hunting alone gives me a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks, +2 circumstance to survival checks when I track it.
You see, it's absolutely crazy.
Yep, and I also ignore the penalty for making ranged attacks with my second range increment against the prey that I'm hunting.
So is it only -4, or you avoid that altogether?
I avoid it altogether.
Wow. Good job.
Yep, which is pretty cool. Then the second action is another cool rangery thing. It's called Hunted Shot, and I can only do this once per round. I'm gonna, with one action, I can lob 2 arrows at him. Anyway, so let's do it.
We have a saying on this show. It's not show me the money. It's show me the roll.
Show you the roll, baby. All right,
Let's
so
see it.
the first arrow is going to be a sleep arrow. I have 10 of them.
Okay.
So if I hit him, it doesn't deal damage, but he is subject to the effects of a sleep spell. He has to roll DC 17 to beat it.
Show me the roll. Maclain knows it.
Show me the roll, baby.
You're good.
Show the captain the roll.
So in the first one, I'm rolling at a +15. 18 plus 15, baby.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, so now he's got to roll. That doesn't do any damage, but he's got to roll a DC 17 against whatever sleep.
17 plus 6.
You rolled a 17 plus a 6.
Still up.
On a success, he gets knocked out.
Thank you. So is no damage, and it made the sleep check.
It made the check, so it's fine. But the second arrow is a regular arrow, and let's see how that does.
Harsh crowd. You guys are so mean.
It's like you didn't do anything.
7 plus 12, 19.
Yeah, hit.
Okay, awesome. All right, so now we're doing some damage. So damage on that one, baby, is 2d8 plus 8, 6 plus 8, so 14.
He's Maclain. He's a banker by day.
Oh, nice.
So
don't out me.
It's good. It's good. He's
My brain
good at
stops. My
adding
brain
numbers.
stops working. My brain stops working after.
2 d8s. It takes 1 minute.
There.
What'd you
Sorry,
get?
it's actually 2d8 plus 4. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
it's 10 damage altogether for the
10.
second shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my third action to take a singular last shot, but I'm rolling at a plus
With
9.
no negative? Oh, no, this one does get a negative, right?
Yep.
Is this
Well,
the full
they're all
negative?
declining. So my shots are 15 plus 15 plus 12 plus 9. So this one's the plus 9 shot.
Got it. Very good.
19.
You hit him.
Yeah, baby. All right, that's better. 12 plus 4 is 16.
So 26 points of damage on this round.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Do it, Big Jones.
So for my turn, I'm gonna actually speak to the captains.
What?
Well, I mean, to find out what to do.
Free action.
Also do a perception check for me, Brett.
Me? All right. 11. I think plus 5.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. That's
Oh,
all
great.
right.
Captain, what do I do? Do I save the crew on Blue Steel? Do I save your cat? Do I protect you from Cockatrice?
The captain's just sitting down in the sand crying because his potion's worn off.
He's what?
His potion's totally worn off.
One washes up. It's a broken vial. It washes up next to you.
And he's like, I don't know what to do. You take over. I give you momentary captain privileges.
Cheers to the captain.
Cheers to the
Amazing.
captain.
Yes, cheers to the captain.
Captain, I can't do that. Shamus OC. Your father would be so disappointed. You've had to find that inner strength. Forget the potions. You can do this. Command me. What should I do?
Fire! He's been damaged, so Fire, do what you can to damage him again.
You got it, Captain. I don't have a missile weapon, so I'm going to charge.
I'm going to give you a star
idiot.
for that, Brett. That was a great.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
They got to give Maclain a star,
10,
too.
15,
That was
20.
amazing.
All right, so I get that far.
I can see him like crying in the sand.
All right. This is called a vote star. So, does anybody else want to vote for Maclain getting a star?
I vote for Maclain.
I vote. Yep.
All right, 3. Maclain to get a star. Very good.
There you go. Okay.
Gotta be vulnerable sometimes.
Yeah, man, that was great. All right, Brett, what do you do?
Well, I guess I march forward, right? He wants me to fight the bird, is what he's saying?
Oh, but you can only attack from range. Do you have a ranged weapon?
No.
It's up in the air 20, 30 feet. He might.
Well, he's
he
in
might
the
run
air.
towards it though. He might. Do
You
that.
can throw something at it.
No, he's smart. He'll hold onto his sword, and wait for it. Come at me, you cock.
That's a quote. It goes in the cold open.
I'm ready for the cock.
Okay. Hey, whose turn is it? Oh, it's Bird.
The bird. It's the cocks.
It answers your call. It comes down and pecks you on the head.
Oh, geez.
All right, here we go. Its beak has a little... It's different than any bird you've ever seen. It actually has teeth inside the beak, but the beak itself seems to be tipped with, like, secretion that the cockatrice has. It's very different than anything you've ever seen. 17. Oh, plus 13. Uh-oh.
The 30.
Smacks, for sure.
And he does 7 points of damage, plus 2 piercing damage.
All right.
Now you have something called calcification. Now you've succeed a fortitude save. DC 20.
Oh, great. Let's see. 14.
A peck from a cockatrice hardens the flesh on the creature struck, succeeding a fortitude save,
Of DC, what's the DC?
or becomes slowed. DC 20.
Right, Brett. You're an NPC. Oh, that's cool. All right.
Oh,
Lasts for 24
actually,
hours.
Actually, I made it. I did make it. So.
Okay, so you,
Yeah.
you feel it kind of like tense up on your skin, kind of harden a little bit, and then you just kind of shake it off. But you're like, this bird is nasty. This thing, look at this stupid bird. All right. And then, Aiden, you see this?
Stupid bird.
The cock is trying to make me stiff. I shook it off. It's okay. Captain, you'll be fine.
I feel like that deserves a star. Is that just me?
Like,
It
does. It really
Okay,
does.
there's another star for Brett. Good job.
I'm
Aiden.
gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the classic, and I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Magic missile.
That first one was a 4 plus 1, so it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is a 1 plus 1, so it's 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, so that's 12 points of damage.
Wow.
And I'm hoping that I'm behind this rock, so I get some cover. But you tell me.
Oh, you definitely have cover.
Is standard cover? Okay.
I did tell the kids to take cover.
All right.
Hey, Captain, while you're at it, make a perception check. It's your turn.
Captain, do I roll for that?
Because you're just kind of crying and
Roll a
sitting in the
D20.
sand. So I'll let you do
this
I'll let you do a look around, like you're looking
right.
for God in the sky.
Is that which one do I roll for that?
Oh, a D20. Sorry.
Okay.
And you're going to add 12.
10, so 22.
Okay. So you notice that the reason somebody rolled on the last episode a very high random encounter roll, it wasn't low. So obviously this cockatrice is probably not the 90. You notice You notice
damn.
a couple of the trees are shaking,
No.
and you see wings, and you see feet, and you see like heads, but not of birds. They're not birds. So what do you do?
I say, look out! Look at the trees! They're everywhere!
Of course, he's been going a little crazy with those potions, so I don't know if you guys.
Oh boy. So it's the captain's turn. So does he see something, Spence? Where's he see?
He did see, and
Oh, right.
he saw it in the trees. He's not sure how many,
Uh-oh.
but he points to the trees and he warned you guys. And you can take all your actions. That's a free thing, by the way, to do a perception check.
Okay, great. The captain would he's a peaceful guy. He'd like to go out into the middle of the sand in between his crew and the rest of and the Harpies. And basically put his hands up and give himself up. Say,
It's a star.
take me. Leave everyone else is hiding behind, and I give myself up.
Good,
I'm the
Arden.
captain. I'm the one you want. I'm the son of
Seamus OC.
Seamus OC.
Exactly.
I'm not just the captain. I'm Reginald OC. Will you speak to me, Harpies?
Oh no.
See?
Oh no.
They do speak common, so they answer back.
I activate my bat wings using my 2 actions.
Oh, nice. He is a
Oh
cloak.
yeah,
idea.
first time seeing that. That's a star.
That's a star.
I fly up 30 feet, and I called it a bird.
They speak common.
Look up here, look up here, look up here.
There you go.
They speak common, so you don't have to do that. We understand.
So that's right.
They agree that they'll take the captain. The people in the trees. They
Oh,
say-
actually, what's their initiative, Spence? What's their initiative?
Oh, right. Thank you. 28.
Where are they?
They've just been watching.
Cool.
All right, so we'll kick with Harpies next round, but for Luna, it's Luna's turn.
Luna is going to continue to stay hidden and in the shadows, but she's going to actually make her way up to
Back there
the
drawing.
shipwreck.
You're drawing the scene. You're like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not surprised.
over here.
So she's going to take her first action to move up, the second action to the shipwreck,
Ooh.
and then the third to go ahead and search the shipwreck.
Okay. Yeah, that's what she would do. I'm going to the shipwreck. All right, go ahead and roll a 20 while you're there.
Oh no. Random encounter with a shark.
You get killed by an alligator. No.
A 17.
Yeah, you in fact see. I rolled a 99. You see the treasure hoard that was on this ship.
Oh, nice.
So, great. Now it is whose turn?
It's
Brett?
top of the round, so it's Jonathan's turn.
That's like a big tease. You see the treasure hold.
Let loose the Harpies. All right, so they're just hanging out there watching us, or they're like moving to engage with us?
You hear them talking in the trees. They've been, propositioned with a pretty good proposition. So.
All right. Well, for one thing, I'm still hunting this bird, so I don't have to use that action, which is great
Nice.
because I'm still hunting it. So I'll do the same as before. Hunt it with the first action and then lob 2 shots at him. So the first
now
shot
your
is
friend, he's engaged with your friend. So
-2 or
it's -2 for shooting into friendly fire.
All right.
okay, so plus 13,
If you fumble, you hit your friend.
18.
Yeah, you missed. 19 is his AC.
Really? Okay. All right, so I'll take the second shot. That's a 23, so that hits.
You definitely smack him.
9 plus 4 is 13.
Minus 51.
You kill it.
Yeah.
You're having cockatrice meat tonight.
Thank you for killing that there cockatrice. That was haunting my nightmares for years.
Yeah,
Did you know that one personally?
Yeah.
No, but I saw a picture in my dad's journals, and he'd drawn one, and I showed it to my mother.
Right. Anyway, so Arden turns the composite bow towards the trees and looks up because they've called attention to the Harpies, thanks to the captain actually calling them out, and just say, "You best stay where you are, and don't make any sudden advancements, because I promise you that
20.
I promise you I can pick you down from those trees if I need to." Roll 20.
Yep.
What am I rolling?
It'd be diplomacy check.
Diplomacy or intimidate? Well, they're both the same thing.
Yep.
15 plus 11, 26.
And that would be against their will, 22.
So I beat him.
They're listening.
Okay. And I've got to train on them. That's all that I could really say in that round. I'm just telling them to hold their ground.
Yep. They understood because they speak common.
Mm-hmm.
You saw some of the trees and they're murmuring back and forth to each other.
This guy's an asshole.
We could take the captain. I think that's the captain. But that one with the bow.
He's got a juice. He's got a fat.
such an asshole. He killed our pet. What a jerk.
All right, cool.
They're going to delay their action.
All right, that's first mate Big Jones' turn. So I guess the cockatrice dies, right?
Right on you.
It dies all right.
Yeah, it's post.
It just falls on your foot.
Whoa! Captain, your worst nightmare, the cock, has been slain. What'd you wish me to do? What are you doing out there in the middle of the field?
I want you to chop its head off and offer it to our friends, the Harpys.
We're now friends with the Harpys?
It's their pet.
Yes, that's the effect I have on people.
Captain, I guess you're right. Okay, I'll chop off the head and bring it to you right away. So he's starts chopping.
All right, do a D100. 80 or above. After you cut the head off, the body starts going crazy.
A 78.
Okay, very close.
Oh!
You grab it right in time. It wants to just run off, but you grab the body.
Woohoo! All right, on my way, Captain.
We're eating good tonight.
The bird's dead, so now it's Aiden's turn unless the Harpies want to go.
I'll give you a star for that, Brett. That's
Right.
pretty good.
I'm gonna call the energy from my familiar to cast another first level spell to do an illusory object around the captain to put a dome that makes him look like a dome of sand, so there's nothing there.
Oh, that's good. Okay, 18 plus.
Yeah, they
probably
made
did
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
they
did
made it.
They see him. I'll give you a star for that because it was really cool.
Thank you.
And Captain, remember you have a couple of advantages. It means you can re-roll your 20s. They take you up on their offer. They say, walk into the jungle.
Walk into the jungle. We will have you. You accept your offer. Accepted.
I saw Luna sneak away to the boat.
You're probably gonna have to do a perception check on that one.
He caught you. You snuck out. He caught you. She was pretty sneaky, but you know what she was up to.
That's funny.
And I said, would you rather have me or whatever spoils be on that boat?
Boils.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, roll a 20. On a critical failure, they attack you. On a success, they accept you. And on a crit success, they will leave you alone.
Okay.
So this is a diplomacy check.
12.
He's at 11, so it's a 23. And they have 10 plus 13 deception. 10 plus 13. Okay, so what'd you roll?
23.
I wrote a 12.
23. He just made it.
Okay,
he
so
made the
they don't attack you, but they're accepting your proposition. You hear this weird chirp. It's uncommon, but it's very funky to you.
Okay. So do I have another action? Sorry, I don't.
Yeah, you got
That's
3.
your turn. It's
Okay.
up to you.
I yell back to Aiden. I say, Aiden, are there any little potions floating in the water?
There's like 6 of them right next to him.
Okay, I'm asking him if there is one to throw it my way.
Yes, there's some here. There's some here, totally.
Can I use my third action to have him throw it to me, or does that not count? It has to be his action.
You can run over and grab one, and that's 2 actions. So the
Great.
movement and then the action of grabbing.
Okay.
Where's he going? Wait. Where's he going? Made a deal.
Harpies.
Harpies.
Oh boy.
So he runs off, and the first officer's there. It's Ren, your turn. You're watching all this, taking it down, scribing notes.
Master Arden, I'm flying. Oh my, I'm flying.
That's all right.
Don't fly towards them. Don't fly towards them.
Luna. And I do my best. And I'm not an expert on flying, so you have to tell me what I have to roll to kind of maneuver.
Yeah, you're doing a fly check.
Okay, so I rolled a 10. It's a 10 total.
20.
Trying to get over to Luna.
I suppose that you have practiced with this bat cloak before, right?
I don't know. I've been on a ship, and I've been depressed, and then we went through I might not have practiced. This might be the first time. I think this is the first time that Tren has ever tried it, actually.
I'm gonna say it's a 25 DC, so
No
you're
time
going,
like the present.
it's like tough terrain, so you're going to be off where you think you're going by 10 feet, and I'll tell you which 10 feet.
Okay. This way?
Yeah, you move that way and then move 10 feet to the right.
Luna!
Where
Luna!
are you going?
I'm going to Luna, Aiden. She's on the ship alone.
But Ren, you're way off. What the hell?
I'm flying, Aiden. I'm flying.
It is.
It's amazing. So that's my turn.
Okay.
All right. So next, at the end of the round is
Luna.
Luna.
Roll a D100.
72.
Wow, very good. You find a ring. There is about 25 gold pieces amidst copper and silver pieces. And you can choose to take the ring or scoop in all the metals.
I'm going to take the ring.
It's a +1 ring of protection.
Nice.
Is that all that was found?
It's going to take you a couple rounds to get all the
so
gold.
I'm going to go ahead and, so I'm assuming that's my first round was finding that?
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and do another perception check. A 2.
Okay, you find shreds of what would be the manifest. So everything that was on the ship, like the logs of what was the ship was carrying, is just like shredded. But you find
Okay,
that.
and then before I use my last
As you pick
action,
up a full sheet, it just kind of falls apart because it was in the water.
before I use my last action, what do I see in, like, particularly? Like, what does the inside of the ship look like?
You see a large shadow kind of fly over the ship and then not. I think it's like Ren.
Okay, so but like I don't see like anything on the walls. I don't see.
There's not even dead people in this ship. It's kind of strange.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the last roll to keep searching. Ooh, a 17 plus 6. So
You find what used to be probably a very expensive painting, but it has been severely damaged.
what does the painting look like?
It looks like a Tanzi description of a Degini. Like this beautiful Degini painting.
Can I go ahead and just start jotting it down, doodling it down, what it looks like?
Oh, I'll give you a star for that. That's being a Pathfinder. Yes.
Very nice.
Good job, Mel.
Degini,
Good job.
right?
Great job with that.
Way to
And then-
Pathfinder.
Well, I'm
way to
trying.
Pathfinder. Yeah, stick to that. You guys are good stars. All right, Arden.
All right, so just to get the lay of the land here again, is Captain Crybaby wandering into the forest now towards the Harpies?
No,
He's on the ocean.
Back by the ocean, about to take my potion.
Okay, I thought that there was talk of them cajoling him towards them. So
He went to get potions.
So you had to get a little gin juice.
Gin and juice.
can I delay but also speak while I delay?
Yeah, you can speak. Speaks for you.
Yeah, just as a free action. I'll just keep the bow trained on them and say, you should turn around and go back where you came from, and we'll be leaving as soon as we can as well. But you leave these people alone.
The findings are half ours. Half.
Wait, what? What did he say?
The findings?
Yeah.
Findings are half ours. Oh, I see. They want to lay claim.
Give him gold.
That was the deal.
Yeah, Arden, is it still your turn? Can you talk to him some more?
I can continue to do so.
He passed his turn off though.
Yeah, well, no, I'm
so
delaying.
Harvey's turn?
I'm delaying.
You Jones. All right. Arg! You bitches, here's your chicken head. The booty's ours, 100%. Or else you want your head cut off, right, Captain? My captain will slay you. Captain?
Glug.
Captain!
You know what? I think Brett is my favorite character in every episode.
Pretty much.
Hold
One
on.
sec, let me ask my captain first. Captain?
Pardon me, I've got to drink something first.
He gets incredibly handsome.
He does look better.
What's on about?
What's the deal, Captain?
You won't be needing your half of the treasure now, will you, Harpys?
Oh, that's true. All right, diplomacy check. Roll a 20. So it's an 11. You already kind of earned their friendship.
I got
So we figured out they're Harpies?
So it's only 17.
17 plus 11. Wow.
Oh, no,
yeah.
you rolled a 6.
I rolled a
Oh.
6.
19.
19,
And their deception is 13 plus 10, so 23. They're pretty good at deceiving. So it's not that you haven't ruined your friendship with them. They're out of ear. Like they flew down the beach a little where Ren was, and you didn't quite get that as you were yelling.
They forgot. I didn't mention that this particular type of cockatrice with the special secretion out its nose
Oh, yeah.
is you can use that for a youth, for some sort of potion of youth.
All right, let's see if you fool him.
You can have
Skin
that.
product.
Roll a 20.
12.
Okay, plus
23.
11, 23. Their deception is 13 plus 10, 23.
And I have
Yes.
my
Made
potion.
it.
Yeah,
My
this is
potion
motion,
gives
right.
me a little more.
That's right.
Oh, right, because he has plus 2, so
Plus
he actually
4,
really
plus
made
4.
it. He really
Plus
made it.
4, yeah.
So you sell him on this cockatrice, their pet, being part of a youth serum, and you see this really old harpy come out of the woods and like speaks common. It's old elder. It says,
Youth?
Beauty is people's most vulnerable, biggest vulnerability. I say to everybody else.
"Oh, wise. That is a star." Did you see this elder harpy come out of the woods
Whoa.
and come toward you? Or who has a cockatrice?
Big Jones. Big Jones.
So, okay, so it comes to you, Big Jones, I guess. It's come to investigate this claim of eternal youth or whatever the captain said.
Yeah, you need to squeeze the head and suck out the juice.
You do it. Do you do it? Okay. You got to survive that check.
Wait, he's got to do a check on that. Come on. Let's do something.
It takes at least 24 hours for you to
It's a DC 20 fortitude save. Or you become slowed for a round. It's not a big deal.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
They're trying to slow me?
As you drink the...
No, I'm not drinking it.
I thought you were drinking it.
No, I'm trying to explain it to him before I do it. This is how you do it.
Okay, do some kind of a check to see if it believes you.
Okay. I rolled a 16 plus.
Okay, yeah,
Nice.
it totally believes you, and it has like claws of chicken for hands, so it can't really hold it. So you see it kind of like gesturing that you need to provide it with something to drink the blood with.
Who has a mug?
There's a bunch of crack vials.
I've got an
all over
empty
the beach.
flagon.
That's right, you do. The third officer never filled that up, did he? Give it to Aiden. Have him bring it over.
All right, am I taking this thing over there?
Yeah, you fly your bird.
Aiden, don't go anywhere near those things. Arden sees him kind of walking out from behind the rock. Is like, Aiden, hold your ground there.
Yeah.
I think it's the captain can go and get his own drink.
I'll let Hoogan take it in. There we go. He'll swing down and take it over to the Big Jones.
Nice. So you
Yeah, compromise.
swoop in.
Yeah.
Do it just just don't fumble a acrobatics check grabbing it.
That was creative. I thought that's a star.
That's a star. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, 21 for me. If
Yeah, that works. Yeah,
Yeah.
just no fumble. Great job. So he clutches down on one of his vials and takes it over. And Brett, he drops it in your hand.
Okay, cool.
It's very smooth.
and
You're like,
flies away.
You're like, oh, look at that.
All right, Tarp, you hold the vial. I'm going to take the head and squeeze it into my armpit.
Squeeze it hard.
Squeezed it.
And you
That's the
squeeze some
last
blood
drop.
into it, and it looks at it, and it downs it.
24 hours.
What is it? What kind of save is it?
The
What is it?
fortitude. Gotta be fortitude.
So the fortitude is +9. I rolled a 10. He's slowed. He goes,
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
he's slowed. He's slightly paralyzed.
Fantastic.
Good. Now we need some advice. Tell our captain where we can go to have some refuge around on this island until we recoup.
You get after a long conversation of just, these choking comments that they live in the canopy. For you guys, they say there's a centaur tribe that might be able to help you out, but it's probably a day walk into the jungle.
That sounds safe.
Yeah, that should be totally fine.
They don't like the centaurs, but they do. She does claim before you go that half of the findings are theirs.
You'll have to talk to the captain about that.
I thought we agreed that since you got the head of the pet that gave you the everlasting youth, that you don't need to take our spoils now, do you?
All right, roll an incredible check here.
Come on, see another 20.
Not a 20.
Oh no! What
6.
is it? Oh, it's 6.
6.
They're not very convinced of that. They're actually very interested in the one flying around. They'll say they'll take his wings in exchange.
Oh no.
Can't do that. He's within my protection.
All right, so they claim half the spoils.
Well, let's
A deal
loot
is
the
a deal.
place.
I'm a man of my word. You can have half the spoils.
So they go looting. They actually grab boxes for crates that you guys wouldn't otherwise be able to get to. And they bring it all up on the beach. And they're looking at you like, honestly. And Luna comes up with her pockets full.
There's nothing back in the ship. I looked everywhere.
Do a deception check.
Ooh, 17.
Oh, that sounds like a good roll, baby.
23.
Yeah, baby.
That's exactly what theirs is. Wow. You deceive them, and they split the loot. So you guys get another 26 gold pieces out of the whole froth. Captain saves enough of his vials to last him maybe another 4 or 5 hours.
Good. That's perfect. That's all we need.
He's gonna bug out in the forest.
As a matter of fact, there's 2 rowboats, and just, you know, to have a epic conclusion, I think he gets on one of those rowboats and maybe he starts going. Where's he going?
He's going towards the vials.
I'm going to
he's
fish
collecting
out
vials?
every one of these last vials.
Yeah.
And he's Captain Turtle.
Good luck with your pathfinding.
He's luring around the island. He's going.
He becomes legend. You know the tale of the nervous captain.
What?
The tale of the captain.
At night, you can see him just talking to himself in a rowboat.
Well, you guys may never make it home, so whatever he says may stick. You don't know.
When the low tide comes out, you can see his low self-esteem.
Write that down.
This is a break-off into a private room with select players.
So you convince the Harpies that you trade them for half the treasure, and they leave you alone. They go back into the forest, and it becomes night. And you guys start a campfire on the beach because it seems like the right thing to do. And you gather everyone around. And as the campfire is going down, somebody throws the cockatrice. I think it's the first mate on the fire.
Master Arden, I need to talk to you for a second. Can we maybe walk down the beach a little?
All right, not too far. I don't want to stray. We don't know the lay of the land here as much. But Luna, Aiden, stay together. Don't stray from the fire. Ren and I will be right back.
Master Arden, I've been struggling with something. I've kept something from you. When that terrible night happened, and I watched Master Newton die, whoever was there they were asking for an item that 2 years before Master Newton tried to give me. He called it the Aspis, and he said that I was meant to have it. When I held it, I felt the most fear I've ever felt in my whole life. Just take it back. And from then, I never heard anything else. But whatever killed our family was after that. It has symbols on it that match the symbols on my arm. The symbols of the ash and the symbols of the fire. I put it back in the bag of holding, and I've kept it hidden since we've left.
Well, a few things to keep in mind, Ren. For one, if my brother gave it to you, it's nothing to be afraid of. He knew the 3 of you better than anyone, and he was always looking out for your best interests. And it's obviously something important if those who destroyed the lodge were after it. It's of great value. We just don't know what that is yet, and maybe we won't until you figure out how to embrace it. And I've found in this life, even on whatever path I'm walking these days, coincidence, there's no such thing as that. Everything happens for a reason. And there's a reason that you have it, and there's a reason that those symbols match literally what's on your body. So obviously it's something of great importance. So you've got to hang on to it, and you've got to embrace it. Look, we've lost my brother. He's not coming back. And we need to find out why it's so important, because we can't let it fall into the wrong hands. I'm sorry if it's a burden for you, Ren, but it's part of your path.
Ren, do you show him the item? It has all their markings on it, and as soon as he pulls it out from the bag of holding, it starts to glow. You see him as he holds it in his hand, he starts to dement a little bit. And he starts to lose his pacing. He's not himself a little bit. He starts to talk a little differently, and he gets a little obsessive with the item.
Master Arden, I shouldn't be showing you this. This is my Aspis.
All right, Ren, put it back in the bag for now. Put it away.
Very special,
Ren.
Master Arden.
Ren, I'll grab his wrist. Ren, listen to me. Put it back in the bag.
And he does.
I'm glad you shared this with me, Ren. I need you to keep it hidden. Keep it in the bag. We will find someone far smarter than I am to help us figure out what to do with it. But again, if my brother wanted you to have it, there's a reason. And it's part of your path. Let's get back to the others and keep this between you and I for now.
Because Cockatrice is so good for dinner, and you guys hustle back to the smorgasbord that's waiting for you, because you know that the legs are in particular the best part. You don't want to be stuck with the breast.
Yeah, they're real crunchy.
Yeah,
real crunchy.
You'll be slowed for a day if you eat the breast. Oh, that was awesome. Oh my God, Harpies. You guys made a group agreeable. You guys are pretty diplomatic.
We didn't die. That's impressive.
We didn't die.
It's not the way I thought things would go, but that always happens in this game.
I should have done my no quarter and made everybody fight.
You're right. I saw that.
That was next in case
we probably would have died, but
that's plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a thing that he can do with one action. It's an auditory, concentrated, emotion, linguistic, and mental. The captain orders the shipmates to fight without mercy. All allied creatures are equal or lower to the level within 20 feet of the captain gain a +1 on all attack and damage rolls until the end of this next turn. So he keep doing that, like attack.
That's great.
Attack.
You guys want to know something that's very embarrassing?
What?
I read that and I understood it wrong. I understood it that it orders their shipmates to fight without mercy. I thought it meant they fight each other.
Each other.
Yeah. It's like just kill, suicide.
This guy's an asshole.
Self-destruct. Like, I'm not sure if I want to use that.
That's the last action's like distraction. Like you run off.
Destruction.
Everybody kill each other.
I'm gonna bet on the winners.
Yeah. And by the way, we do know the people that write this stuff, so I'm going to bring that up with them. Sorry, Eric Mona, coming in with a new rule. Oh my God.
What a new rule.
Well, nice job, you guys. So, Maclain, wow, what a fantastic time we had with you on the show. And I really love his character. And I hope I know he's going to make it back to Absalom.
He's not going to die, ever.
No.
No way. He's got to come up he's got to come up periodically, like the cabbage guy from Avatar.
Yes. Hi, cabbages.
There is a beach on the way back that is just with these mermaid women. There's no men, and
They're really manatees.
they take care of you very well. They good at massaging and drinks, food.
As long as my potions hold out. That's the real blue potion from Pfizer.
Oh.
Don't forget your second dose.
Yeah. And I totally forgot. All three of the students got cursed on the Absalom port.
What?
Yeah, this is out of the blue, right? But this is what happened.
Oh,
so
by the way, that curse.
Yeah. And as you were walking out, you didn't realize it took place 24 hours later. So it's about 24 hours. So everybody get out a D10, a D20, and a D4 and roll those. All three of them. Tell me what the total is.
Just the kids?
Oh, not you, Maclain. You're already kind of cursed with your own having to drink potions all the time.
Arden too? Or just the kids?
Just the kids. You rolled 100?
No, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. What else did you get?
13.
14 total?
And 15 total.
15 total. Childish. Marked by or indicating lack of maturity. Oh.
That's perfect.
That's your,
wow, way to nail it.
You nailed it from the beginning.
Start for you. Tom
Ren rolled a 91.
Maclain, this is what makes it fun.
Yeah.
A self-martyr. One who purposely makes a show of himself to suffer in order to arouse sympathy from others as a form of manipulation, and always for a selfish cause or reason.
Yep.
So that's the difference.
Yep.
Before you wouldn't do it for that, but now it's a very selfish cause or reason that you do it for.
Put myself in danger, huh?
Yeah, it's just
That was already his character. That's not a flaw.
He's already there. He's perfect.
Same thing with Mel. All right, Kurt, what do you got? Come on, give us something
I rolled
good.
a 60, a 19, and a 1, so 80.
Paranoid. Oh, no. Exhibiting characteristics by extreme or irrational fear of distrust of others. So you're very paranoid of everything, including these stupid harpies.
Wow.
And that captain And that freaking sea turtle, the rock monster thing.
Well, in fairness, some of those are good things to be paranoid about. I think that's actually accurate. The harpies and the
Good
sea
point.
turtle? Yes,
Good point.
probably yes.
Valid point. Arden was a Pathfinder, the thing that they're training in. Arden was that, but he left the path. You want to tell Maclain why?
I intervened and helped helped a group of people that changed the whole area for a long time. I mean, it basically changed the shape and the interaction between clans for a whole area. Arden felt that he had to intervene, and he was thrown out of Pathfinder Society for that.
Some bad journalism.
Bad journalism. No, impartial journalism.
I was just thinking, you guys, my captain character is very much like my character in Dudes and Dragons of Camelot.
Oh, nice. Woo, we did it. We did it.
Like, I'm only putting it together now because, you know,
he's a lover, not a fighter, right?
Every time he tries to do something valiant, he makes it worse. Like,
He always has his shirt off, so yeah.
Always has his shirt off. He ruins everything by trying to be. He's so selfish, but he thinks he's doing great. So.
Well, Maclain, your character in Dungeons and Dragons, the name is it Clement, or it's your name, right?
Camelon, yeah, it's an anagram of my name.
Yeah, I just realized that. That's great. Yeah.
And Claire's Lyric is an anagram of hers.
Oh, you're right.
Lyric.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I didn't realize that.
He's had a couple fun things.
I wish we were that creative. No, honestly, if you're listening and you're watching this and you haven't seen Dudes and Dragons, it's like literally one of this group's favorite movies. Like, you just have to go see it. It's
so funny.
Yeah, it's great.
It's on Prime. You can go check it out.
And tell your friends and all their robots.
Yeah.
And do a favor for the Loaded Dice Rollers. Roll a D20 in between watches and tell us what you get. You can write us in the comments. Right?
Yeah.
See there.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's where it works for both of us.
Tie it all in. Full circle.
Maclain, you rock, man. You're a great role player.
Thank you very much for
Thanks,
playing.
guys.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
One of the best.
Enjoyed you.
Absolutely. I'd be back. You'd say the word, I'll be back.
Oh, God, I love that. Gee, Merry Christmas. You guys rock. This was so great. Mel, what's our outro? I forget. This season?
We're doing it live, but on Zoom.
Yay!
Smash that subscribe, rate, review, follow, and like. Thanks. We appreciate that.